Pittsburgh right now with more on what's been a different week for Big Ben.
Yeah, it has been. Hi, Sam. Hi, guys. Head coach Mike Tomlin said there will be no limitations to this Steelers offense, despite the fact that we know that Ben Roethlisberger wasn't practicing with the team this past week. He did participate in walkthrough on Saturday. They added about 15 minutes to it to go through some red zone game planning. That's usually what they do on Friday. But the tone here is they feel really good that he can handle this offense against a very thin Bengals defense who's dealing with a lot of injuries. And talking to some players on this Bengals defense, when they are watching Big Ben on film, they say they can see in his eyes this attitude that it doesn't matter how good your start corner is, my weapons are better. I'm going to throw the ball and we're going to beat you. And the Bengals certainly hope the weather will be a factor today in trying to help them slow those receivers down and maybe slow Ben down. Wind gusts expected up to 50 miles per hour. But here's the good thing for Cincinnati, Sam. They've got this guy, this young quarterback, Joe Burrow, who everyone in this organization knows is the guy, the face of this franchise for the next 10 years. They describe him as phenomenal, mature, wise beyond his years. In fact, they say, just look at the message that he sent to his team this past week. He said, I don't care if the Steelers are 8-0 or 0-8. We've got to go out there. We've got to compete and show them that we've got the effort to play in this division. Sam?
Yeah, Diana, it's been a love fest for Joe Burrow all year long, win or loss. There are a few people that have anything negative to say about Joe. But I do want to ask, because you got to know, I mean, he's saying he's confident no matter what. He's got to feel a little more confident after watching the game tape from them against the Cowboys last week. Maybe he gets a little bit of help from the weather today also. But Teddy, when you look at the Steelers against the Cowboys and what you saw, do you think there are genuine flaws they got to get figured out, or was that kind of just a throwaway fluke game?
I'm going to throw it away because that really isn't important to me. I said here last week, I don't care how the Steelers win it. Just get it, hit the buses, and get out of there. And that's basically what they did. They almost blew it to the Dallas Cowboys, but they found a way to win. And when you get on winning streaks like this, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, I mean, there are games that you have that you just want to win, and then it doesn't matter how you do it. We had it in our season with when we were undefeated in 2016. I mean, we had the Colts we were behind in the fourth quarter. We almost lost to A.J. Feely and the Philadelphia Eagles. And then, Rex, of course, we had the
timeout.
Yeah, when Rex called the timeout. So, no. But motivation changes, Sam, when you get to, see, even just listening to Diana, and I hear the love fest for the number one pick, and if I'm the Steelers defense, I get irritated. It's like you got a number one pick coming into our division that we know we got to play twice a year. I want to send a message. And the Ravens got after him, 7 sacks the first time, and I bet you the Steelers have a goal. We got to get him more than that. So I think Joe Burrow is going to have his hands full today.
You know, you're talking about going after him, Teddy. You're just talking about the number one team in the National Football League in sacks of getting after the quarterback. But when I look at this Cincinnati Bengals team, there's a combination that we've seen before. It's the 9 to 85, the Carson Palmer, Matt, the Ocho Cinco. I like T. Higgins and the Joe Burrow connection. Yes, they're going to be able to see a lot of man coverage today. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense is tied for first in interceptions. They're number one in sacks. Yes, this offense has their work cut out for them. Today, with that single safety in the middle, Joe Burrow, for everything that he stands for, as good as he's been this season, him and Micah Patrick, that is the Jets game that I'm looking forward to, because Micah, if you out there playing sloppy play offensively, that Pittsburgh defense led by Micah Fitzpatrick is going to get their hand on the ball. So I like this 9 to 85 combination. It's a big game for Joe because he's going to get.
And Randy, you talk about this defense that Joe Burrow has to handle. He has to handle 40-mile-per-hour winds. Is that what Diana was saying?
Said 50.
Like
50, yeah.
Yeah, gusts to 50.
Good luck.
I'm taking the under, folks. Play the under. I don't know what it is, but play it.
Listen, I don't think you can, I love the Steelers. I think they're a Super Bowl caliber team this year, no doubt about that. But people don't go undefeated in this league, right? It doesn't happen, right? Really. So
I guess that's true.
They usually lose to a bad team, though. They lose.
What's up? I'm sorry. Man, I got traumatic memories. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's going to be okay, Teddy.
My point is, if the Steelers are going to lose a game this year, which is likely, I think it's more likely they lose to a team like the Bengals, like a bad 2-win team. You saw you made a good point. They almost lost to the Cowboys last week. like if they're getting up they're playing the Chiefs or the Ravens or a big game like that, I just think it's different for them. I would not be surprised if Joe Burrow and company make this a game today.
Look, their last 3 wins have come by 5 points or fewer. So it's not like they're blowing everybody out.
But Sam, that's what I was going to say. I don't see this team as, look, I get it. They're undefeated. How? I have no idea. Because I don't think, look, this is the best record in Steeler history. There's no way. If they would have played those 70 Steelers, they would have got blasted by 30 points.
All right.
So I don't buy
no,
this.
see, with Rex, it's always better in the good old days.
They're going to lose 2 or 3 games. You watch.
You think they lose 3?
Yes.
No way.
All right.
Yes.
No way.
Life was so much
$5.
better back then.
$5.
Everything was better.
Uphill.
Look, the big concern, though, for the Bengals today, if they do have to go just to the run game with that weather, no Joe Mixon in this game. Maybe a comeback game for the Steelers today. So far, if you haven't noticed, this has been the year of the comeback. There have been 29 double-digit comebacks this season, the second